Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Yusril. The game is Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader, and we're back on the bridge after our harrowing ordeal through the bad place, the very bad place, the worst place, the no good, terrible, awful place, and the absolutely horrific place. The various suburbs of Camorra that we visited, and I'm still wondering if I didn't do the right thing by refusing to unleash a horde of Slaaneshi demons as a fare thee well present. But juicing Slaanesh up on several thousand Eldar souls seemed like an even worse idea than going for straight up revenge, as amusing as it would have been. So let's review where we stand. Hunting grounds. Kalagos Winterscale has turned one of his planets, Quetzaltemur, into a hunting ground, and the game is Eldari, who have launched an attack on the world. Okay, so heading for the Nameless Star to check that out. Lord Inquisitor Calcazar wants me to swing by Footfall. The Macartma are a minor thing. Nomos is on hold until we get another clue. Elliot wants to privately discuss what happened in Camorra. Mundus Valancius, House Viserion has been accused of treason. I think I'm going to have to deal with that first. Good afternoon, Dale. I think I'm going to have to deal with this first, purely because if the noble houses of Dargonus are staging a kangaroo court, then I need to get there quick in order to intervene. And something has gone sideways on Phton 4. Of course, there are also the small matter of the various side quests as well. Argenta wants us to swing by Salis Prime in particular. Let's have a quick chat with Yelie and see where we are.
The Dark City released us from its thorny embrace.
Right.
The wounds of the body will heal. But what about the wounds of the soul?
They'll heal in time.
Cruderach fell, and its demise shattered the fragile lives of countless children of Osirian. Scattered across this part of the galaxy, hounded by the monkey, pursued by the Dark Cousins, imprisoned by the servants of She Who Thirsts.
All things considered, a bad day at the office.
Hatred is strangling me like a snake, and fear is coursing through my body like a burning poison. For the path I chose is leading me down the roads of failure. I can neither hold back my grief nor rein in my anger. And yet, I am powerless to stray from my path.
Aww.
Pay no heed to my fleeting wrath, Alantark. When the will slips away, the soul trembles with rampant emotions. But I will resign my heart to meekness, for there is no other way a marked outcast can help their fellow Eldari wandering in the dark.
Aha. Except maybe not leading us into another Dark Eldar ambush. That would be a good thing. Not least because I already have half my crew wanting to toss you out the airlock, and the other half wanting to shoot you, and then toss you out the airlock.
I found myself in the Dark City after following the twisted roads of truth and lies. And although the truth blossomed like an ugly bud and scratched my soul with its thorns, I did find the answers to my questions. Those who come back from the dark of the webway will never be the same. But it is we who change while the surrounding world remains imminent. This thought gives me strength.
Ah, I think. Possibly. Perhaps. What happens to the Seer now? I mean, we left him on Janus.
Clendil chose to stay on the Lilithon together with Muaran and the rest of our kinsmen. Perhaps it is for the best. The stars in this part of the galaxy are hostile to the children of Osirian.
Yeah, that's a pretty accurate statement. And sympathy?
I have no need for your sympathy, Alantark.
Wow.
Besides, neither Monkey nor my dark kin found the decaying remnants of Cruderach. Perhaps all is not lost. Perhaps we may yet bring back what has been taken.
It's on my mantelpiece. I mean, that's a bit of Krudach. Anyhow, where now for you?
On the trail of a monkey called Caligos Winterscale. Even a worm may harm a wounded tiger by bringing infection into an open wound.
Yike.
And the wounds of my people have been bleeding ever since Kruderach's demise. The spirits of my kin need a poultice, a hope, not the executioner's sword already poised to fall.
Okay, so her side quest is going to tie in with Caligos on Quetzaltema then.
You may try.
Oh, thank you. I must take my leave. Right, so to the map. Where are we? And okay, what? Telecos Epsilon. Should be a fairly quick hop to Dargonus. Oh, we have a new contract. Conqueror, a brave merchant ruined by his competitors, intends to attack Kerley. And doubtless wants support case, so we're in orbit of Janus. Right, let's catch up on the colonies. So, Falston, what do we got? Ooh, shiny, rank 4. False wonders. By showing illusions to the masses, gain lots of attention pilgrims, missionaries, complacency and security, people, weapons and provisions. Lightbringers, ooh, rep with the Navy. +2 security for all colonies. Yep, that will do. Execute that contract, please. And then I think we'll need to consider Crucible. Millennia of Lion Ministry, the launch of St. Cognatius' Titanic machine nears. Okay, that can't possibly go wrong at all. Meanwhile, the situation on Janus. Payment in all. Okay, yeah, it's the Casbalica. What do you expect? Alright, speaking of Casbalica mission, 5,000 rep. The Xeno specialist would decipher the written records. You know, I could just give them to Yelia and ask her to do a translation. No? No, that doesn't work. Right. It is possible to... Ooh. Teach the serfs to read. Shocking. What is this dangerous thing? Next thing we talk about human rights and freedom and liberty. Or we could just set fire to everything. That will severely hack off the Eldar. You know what? Let's go with some danger. Actually, yeah, let's hook in with the Casbalica. Okay, it doesn't do anything for security, but I've got +2 security coming off the project on Falstone, so it should even out. Right, Dargonus, what do we got? Call to arms, +3 security all colonies. Time for the Dargonus abilities to forget their feuds and take apart. Yeah, right. Right, pleasing the tired. The Adeptus Administratum's vanity may be indulged. Wow, okay, considering we had a Slanesh problem on Dargonus. Actually, no, we have the Slanesh problem on Janus, didn't we? Dargonus is just incompetent and politicking. Let them pleasure for the Administratum? Yeah. Right, praising the muses, patronage of architects and other artists will get me 5 profit factor, but does burn through a lot of plasteel and adamantine. Or holy profit, the due date of the tithe approaches, and by using corrupt... Yeah, cheat the Emperor's tithe. That's a smart move. Ha ha. No. To arms. Dargonus to arms. Right. Meanwhile, Kiavagala, what do we got? Covering its surface in a huge electro, the entire world will be wrapped in a grandiose potential core. Wow. Oh, okay, we'll electrify the planet. What could possibly go wrong there? Orbital shipyard, rep and profit factor with the Navy. Well, that looks good. What else we've got? New life, plus big profit factor, trading mechanisms. The Sacred Flame gets me weapons, and the Archive of the Expanse gets me the Eye of the Omnissiah. 92% hit chance, 15% crit chance, plus 3 efficiency, all colonies. That's worth going for, isn't it? Shipyard, yeah, Imperial Navy rep. Yeah, let's go with that to start with then. Shipyard rep it is. And, of course, Virboth 6, which totally isn't a Necron Tomb World. Earthbreaker, the Blessed Hydraulic Installation Mechanicus. Gets me a load of adamantine, but does require phlogiston. Pure Blood. The Freedom of their Children Born in Captivity, plus profit factor, plus efficiency. Could work. More Promethium. Captive Xenos. Loses profit factor, but gains a massive shot of people. On the other hand, it also really dings security. Or we could just raise penal battalions. Plus 10% crit chance with macro cannon. Or we could go for an eviscerator. Need rep with the navy. Pure Blood does get me a nice boost to both efficiency and profit factor. Boost the ship and boost security on all colonies. Okay, let's go with that. Raise the penal battalion. If nothing else, they'll be excellent for mine clearance duty. And then switch to Pure Blood afterwards. Rune Quester, yes. Profit factor is important after all. So, to the system map, I need to get to Dargonus. And we need to figure out what is going on with the Viserians. Right, so, jump to Orselio Prophecy. Snap to the crossroads of 100 Dreams. Oh, yes. We melted this planet, didn't we? Colony security maxes out at 10, does it? Alright, I'll bear that in mind. I might be able to play some resources and some trade-offs on security then. On the other hand, ultra-secure colonies are probably a good thing. Right, how are we with this? Develop a plan for changing the world's climate without support from the Imperium. Only the Adeptus Mechanicus can pull it off. Okay, so I thought we'd done that, but... right. Check in with the Mechanicus. We've done the contract. That may have just slipped up slightly. Anyhow, to Mundus Valancius, then forth to Dargonus. Our enforcers have attempted... You see, both the Saboteur and the circumstances are rather strange. Okay. What is so unusual? Unless it's a servitor. It is most definitely a tech priest... but the enforcers managed to capture him. He offered no resistance at all. Someone's found out about Nomos. Okay. Alright, very well. Let's have a chat. This is potentially weird. I thought we had a lid on the existence of Nomos. Unless it's another Hanuman tech priest. There seems to be a lot of them. Well, let's see what we've got. You cannot hear them. Hello, Nomos. Asclepius. It's possibly gigantic next to the enforcer's side. I greet the master of the First Cathedral and offer my humble apologies. You could have just called ahead. My apologies to you as well, brother. Okay. For your prompt admission, guilt, I am allowed to choose the method of your execution. Right. Okay, I honour the fraternity of the Omnissiah Servants. It pains me to see you trespassing like a thief instead of arriving as a guest. Let's be polite for the moment. I can always pull out the bolt gun later. For that, I apologise as well. I did not expect to find understanding. Naomi's matters is Asclepius, formerly a computation, now a Libra recluse with the status of Malatech. In other words, he has been bad. At least as the Omnissiah and the Mechanicus reckon these things. Indeed, Malatech's... Exactly, he's walked right up to the line of techno-heresy. All that is true. My past is nothing but self-archive data. I come as a disciple of the most holy Amanat. Oh, great. Here we go again. My brother once served as an Engineer Prime. He was adherent of the school of discipline. Wait, Amanat was this ship's Engineer Prime. It has spread that far. I know that my brother perished, a journey through a dimensional gate. Wait, the warp gate. Oh. Oh dear. Oh, shice. If Theodora picked up Nomos on the other side of a warp gate, Nomos isn't a silica animus. Nomos is something so much worse than a silica animus. The birth of a machine spirit, it's not a machine spirit. It's not even an AI. Okay, let's follow this through. I am pretty certain I know where this conversation is going. I'm not travelled on this ship. My brother's words, this are clear. They were part of Theodora's inner circle. More about the journey. My knowledge is scarce. His memory... Yeah, Abelard had that little fugue moment when I asked him about it. So yes, I suspect everyone's minds and memories of the trip were wiped. Was unlike any of the Coronas expand... oh, no. How did Theodora and Amanat manage to get their hands on a Satan shard? Because that is the only thing I can think of that is currently fitting Nomos' abilities in this background that we're getting now. Dark Age. Bear in mind, we know there's at least one Necron tomb in the Protectorate rune. What do you know about this great spirit? I meant to discontinue because of being so bloody. Okay. You are strong. Does the name Nomos mean anything to you? Nothing. Right, he has not come to know us yet. Oh yes, his words are about you, Nomos. Yes. Definitely about you. You are strong, yet you let yourself be caught. Took a vow that I would never inflict physical harm upon lay people. I've made my decision. Whatever it is, I will accept it. As for Lion, yes, I plead that he be shown leniency. Oh, it's initialized his thought, all right. Starting with the thought that he and Nomos ought to be going out the first convenient airlock. We ask you to give us... Right. Your actions have caused no harm, yet, and so I shall not harm you. You are free. You may stay if you so choose. I could not ask for more. Let the cycle be discontinued indeed. Right. That is... This is hilariously ominous. Ah, there he is. Hello, Asclepius. And hello, Nomos. I sleep with the ship. I see you have found your great spirit. I have found a miracle in the end of my worldly road. In the face of its multitude, we all nothing more than the fixed values of an erroneous... Yeah. Yeah, someone's circuits have got... Yeah, the Inquisition is going to love this. Absolutely, they're going to love... Yeah. Like I said, Nomos... I don't think Nomos is an AI anymore. I think Nomos is... And how they pulled this off, I have no idea. But I think Nomos is a Satan shard. or a Necron Lord that they've somehow brainwashed, circuit washed. You know what I mean. Yeah, the incident. What did you mean by that? Yes, Nomos, remember, you brought us data sustenance containing an epitaph. In it, that name recognizes the place where Nomos originates. None understand, realize, comprehend themselves. Oh dear. We have analysed the data with which you status and we've recreated a sequence of events. First, there was epitaph. It's a world that merely a case, a container. Something was lit. Yeah. Yeah, they salvaged something, didn't they? But that's not how we came to being by accident. Theodora's ambitions, the dormant blight, the dormant epitaph. Right, so Nomos wasn't planned. He, she, it, they were an emergent property, possibly the Shard trying to reboot itself. Do you know where this epitaph is? The data is gone, deleted, erased deliberately. Probably Theodora covering her tracks, because if the Mechanicus had even a hint of what was going on, they would tear this ship apart. Either to destroy Nomos or get their hands on it. Tech Blight, a gift but a terrible one. She needed it desperately, but we do not know why. How is Amanat involved? He desired knowledge. In the foot. So, yeah. Amanat gets down there. He realizes he's on the Necron Tomb World, on Epitaph. And the fact that on the other side of that warp gate, because those warp gates, if memory serves, they are Necron construction. Oh, this is horrific. The blessed Amanar, I do not believe from anything he could be frightened. No, he was frightened by what he found on Epitaph. He didn't know, but only suspected. He wanted protection from the Tech Blight. So the ship was on Epitaph. Amanat travelled aboard and Nomos was born sort of in an instant. How's it possible no one crew knew the whole truth? Because Theodora had the wait a moment. Not Theodora. Calcazar. Because Calcazar is reported as having sealed that warp gate. So Theodora, Calcazar, and Amanat were presumably all in this together and decided to raid a Necron Tomb World for reasons. The Inquisition then mind wipes everybody involved, and Theodora thinks she's got a dormant Satan Shard or Necron Lord powering her ship's cogitators, when in fact Nomos is slowly gestating. Yeah, the truth was hidden deliberately. Officers' memories were stolen. The Inquisition has those resources, Asclepius. Meaning, yeah, we need to keep this. I think I am a deniable asset for the Lord Inquisitor as well, yes. Not that he'd really have to deny anyone. Patsy might be a better word. To serve the light and truth and greatness that is the Imperium. Serve the light, serve the Imperium. Blessed be this spirit. Yay! I must take my leave. We're so screwed. We are so very, very, very screwed. Let's go talk to Pascal, see if he's got anything to add on this. Hey, Pasky, what have we got?
The Omniscient knows all, comprehends all.
And does not have anything useful to add.
May your labors be effective and fruitful.
Great. So, I've got... Let's be honest here, if it's just a Silica Animus, that was getting lucky. we're not that lucky. We've got Necron Tech running the ship. And considering that the Adeptus Mechanicus frequently have to be dissuaded at gunpoint from investigating Necron tombs, and sometimes even that doesn't work, well, we'll see how this goes. Anyway, to Mundus Valancius, we need to clear things up with the Viserians. Now the most powerful rogue trader in the... I wouldn't go that far. It's still only one frigate. But we'll see how it plays. To Dargonus. Wee bonk. Right, let's see. Colony is on the go. Wait, Kiava Gamma had just sedated a stage of development, didn't they? Yoink. There we go. The shipyard is complete. That was quick. Right. We'll get... Let's get the Archive of the Expanse going. Boost everyone's efficiency and get me these shiny new scanners. 92% hit chance will do very nicely. Thank you very much. Also, all other stuff. Ethereal Visors. Sacrament of Light. 15 speed along with an average acceleration and braking. Must complete the Extractum Ignifera. And whose wisdom is so great that service below the rank of Magos may not even talk to the engines. Or we can get the Triumph and Fury macrocans. 5 shots, 30 damage, but wow. Holy Ammunition might be on the cards if I can figure out... Foulstone needs Holy Ammunition and 20,000 rep with the Explorators. Woohoo! That looks like fun. 20% minimum damage. Nice. All those are the power of plasma, mechanisms, etc. Warp revelations, the ethereal visor. Yeah, definitely going with the sky barrier, which means I need to set up holy ammunition on Foulstone. Holy ammunition requires rep with the Drusians. Right, okay, get cozy with the Drusians. And in the meantime, Holy Man feature could work, but boosts the reliquary. Right. Okay, get cozy with the Drusians at some point, but for the moment, to Dargonus. Let's see what's going on here. Right, Abelard's on the job. We'll leave Yerlier home, bring Cassia instead, so... And definitely bring the Interrogator for this one. Let's roll and figure out what's going on with everyone. Yes, and yes, go and see the Navy for more bits as and when I have some spare time. Right. Also, I should be able to start leveling exemplars now. Throne Preservers, what happened here? A murder is what happened here. Governor Drivestem will take care of everything. No, he won't. I will. Oh, what's going on here? This is ridiculous. Such a thing happened. Yeah, the Rogue Trader's Palace. Can I remind you that the last time I was here, the Dark Eldar sacked the place? Right. Hup, 2, 3, 4. Right. Dargonus nobility, Summer Palace Wardens. What did go down here? Examine the assailants. Observation. Rare high-functioning servitor specimens present. Meaning that the house that was cozy with the Mechanicus had them. Intricate construction. They were not ordinary humans. House Gaprak, sorry, has received such servitors in the past. Okay, so this is either House Gaprak making a move or somebody trying to set them up. And doing a very convincing job of it. Second Lieutenant of the Palace Guard, Elam Veit. We averted an assassination attempt on me. Okay. The Palace Soldier says during engagement in combat. Where's the Court Chancellor? She is with the House of Syrian to pronounce her. Why is the Governor not here? Perhaps he is trying to stitch up House Viserion? This looks like I got here just in time. Okay, yoink. Leveling time, exemplar available. Okay, choose exemplar talent. Toughness further increased by toughness in the same way as basic wounds. Restored 10% of maximum wounds, self-healing. Okay, full attention, lethal threat. Dodge bonus increased, critical velocity, unbreakable will, 5 times deflection. Let's see, my deflection is currently 0. Well, that's completely useless then. Relentless, martyrdom. All sorts of shiny stuff. Firebrand. If an extra turn given by a character is plus... Ooh, that severely... That actually quite significantly boosts bring it down and move. So hound to that one for the moment. And then my second shot, plus 5 to all characteristics. Yeah, he's not kidding. It really is plus 5 to all characteristics. Know it all. Plus 2 int bonus doesn't really work for me. Psychic Awakening. No, that's a very good way to put your character on a quick road to annihilation. Or at least a trip to Holy Terror to have your eyes melted out by the God Emperor of Mankind. So let's see. Hound Perfection Under Fire. And actually, Eager Subordinates, 15% more damage. Or I have Pinnacle of the Weapon, Pinnacle of Weaponry, Calculated Relations, Armor of Contempt. Watch yourself, steady. Take aim, increases damage by 2% for each cell. Okay, you know what? Let's go with... Where did it go? Unstoppable, Relentless, Martyrdom. Tension, 7% armor. Right. Came through. Okay, let's go with Perfection Under Fire to boost things. Firebrand. Oh, thank you. Okay, so Firebrand up, and then let's see. My fellowship is massively higher than my intelligence, so that's irrelevant. Forge Royal Character, Steel of the Forge. Could go for heavy armor, but I don't have the training for it. 5 defection against flame. Okay, let's go with Pinnacle of Weaponry. For the moment, we'll think about the rest. Physical encouragement, iron discipline, gain burst. So 10 bonus to all resistances. Hello, Fu, and thank you for the sub. Right, let's see. Armor of Contempt, all resistances. Watch yourself. Wounds are no excuse. Get back in the fight. What's this one? Personal oversight. Targets an ally. The allies resolve is increased by +1 and stacks. Needs assault. Need by example. Okay, you know what? We'll just stick with Pinnacle Weaponry and then make sure I'm using Plasma, Melter, and Power Weapons. Right. Skills. Athletics, Carouse, Medicaid, Tech Use, Law Warp, Law Imperium. What do we think? Medicaid is tempting. Persuasion's at 140. Yeah. You know, let's stack another 10 points into Persuasion just to really push things. And then Pinnacle of Weaponry again in the hero's footsteps. The hero gains an extra turn. Fellowship over 3 AP, so 2 AP in full movement. First time everyone uses a heroic attack. That might actually be useful. Or cheap med kits. Everyone reloads. 2 stacks tactical advantage. Yeah. Hang on. All allies have 25%, so mitigates friendly fire. But the only time I really have to worry about friendly fire is if I need to take shots with Argenta, and Argenta has got the controlled shot option. So that doesn't really help. Yeah, let's go with... Burst fire's cheap. Personal involvement. In the hero's footsteps. Bonus turns are always good. Right, apply those. Abelard. Vanguard archetype mastered. Definitely tough as steel for you. And ready to serve. Better to die. Doing my part. No character from the same archetype. Doesn't work. Okay, he's got get off me. Open engagement. Less than 50% wounds. Next melee attack is an additional 7 damage. Epicenter of slaughter. Whenever the warrior is attacked, they gain +1 stack and temporary wounds for each stack. Okay. Hit under... Oh, that's kind of useful. That really boosts up his additional 1 plus half strength. His strength bonus is 5, so 3 plus 3 damage for each enemy. Let's go with Hardened Scars, because I tend to keep Abelard under endurance effects anyway. And it all works out. More Medicaid skill for you, sir. And no heresy. 10% critical hit chance against Xenos. However, it flatlines his Warp Law and his Xenos Law. Gain an extra turn. All allies effective for the entire combat. Yeah, that'll do. Just continue to boost his brace for impact skill. Argenta, what do we got? What have we got? Tougher steel, fresh wounds, lethal threat. No, I don't want people trying to kill you, Argenta. Martyrdom attack doesn't work. Deflection doubled against single target attacks. Bonus to strength equal to 20% maximum wounds, except she doesn't really kind of play on strength. Pinpoint. Ooh. Ignores 3 points of deflection. That might be exactly what's needed there. Any damage... Or just have her rank up her damage really quickly. Rapid reload. That would be kind of useful. Muzzle velocity. Enough bullets for everyone. Second attack action in a turn does more damage. All enemies in their effect then kind of irrelevant. Alright. Oh yes, spin up Revel in Slaughter, so 2 kills instead of 3. And we'll push her demolition skill to 100. And ready to Serve. What else we got? Arms Master doesn't really help. Blood Haze is a melee thing. Broad Expertise would get her up to 76 ballistic skill and 44 weapon skill. Genius is heavy gunner she's got. Every round, the first single target action grants +1 action point to that ally. So it would boost up Cassia and myself in particular. Ranged area, reduce wrestle of all enemies hit by -10 until the end of combat. That could be useful. That could be useful just to shred incoming and soften them up for Abelard. Preferred targets, custom to glory. +2 damage for all attack. And I do tend to minus for a -8 toughness penalty. Cost of wildfire is +1 for every 3 stat. Okay, yeah, we'll boost wildfire as well. There we go. Pascal, you're up. Tough steel, flash wounds, maelstrom, etc., etc., etc. No, he does not get to... Tech priests do not get to be psychic. When an enemy is pushed by the character collide with objects both there and the object that collides suffers an additional +6 damage. Ooh, that could work quite nicely. Know it all. 12% bonus to armor, armor penetration, crit chance, everything basically. There we go. And Fires of the Forge. Calculated relations. He doesn't really use any of his regular protocols, does he? Triple int bonus, so 18 bonus to ballistic skill, and a 10 plus 2 int bonus, so 22% bonus to dodge reduction with plasma and melter. That basically turns him into a plasma stroke melter machine, doesn't it? Next. Let's see. Tech use is stacked. Alright, let's pull him up on the Medicaid side of things. Unless I hit him with a logic test. That's not bad. I get him up to 117 logic. Fires of the Forge. He's got Pinnacle of Weaponry already. Fires of the Forge, Steel of the Forge, Heavy Armor. Scanning. Pascal's melee attack doesn't work. Machine Split implies one exploit on everybody. Plus 2000 to dodge reduction. That's his melee push. Oh, we've got other stuff here. Keep your distance. Bringer of Doom. Dance Macabre deals 4 direct damage. Doesn't really help. No witnesses. I do tend to hit people on openings, so let's go with Killing Spree. There we go. Right. Heinrichs, what do you got? We'll start by pulling you up with Tough as Steel. Let's see, 10% damage enemies adjacent. Oh, Pop him up to psi rating 3, I think. And then haul up his warp law, because he is kind of my expert on all things gribbly. Right, edge of dawn. Psi rating 4. No question about that. Right, so he's effectively up to a psi rating of 6 now, thanks to the Eyes of Joyeuse. And Cass, what do we got? 2 archetypes. Okay, you need to finish. Oh wow, you really do need to finish leveling, don't you? Right, Law Imperium, Persuasion. Yeah, none of those are particularly useful to me. So let's pull you up on. Let's pull your Medicaid skill up, because that is absolutely terrible. Then we'll pull your Perception. Will definitely help, and it boosts her awareness again. And then we'll boost her Fellowship to help with her officer abilities. Let's see, point of interest. Oh yes, diversion zones. Sniping zone, enemies in the each ally in the rear area against critical hit chances. What has she got available? 10% bonus to dodge. Seems like an excellent thing to have. Or we could give her a bolt gun. Not that she has much luck with it. Power presidency, cheap grenades. Right. Willpower. You know, given the sheer number of extra turns I tend to pull in, we'll start stacking the willpower up. Now what else has she got? Combat mouse. Okay, she's got it will not die. That's the key thing. Kinda tempted to let her have a bolt gun. Warp Law is tempting. Warp Law is very tempting. As you say, keep pulling her up. There we go, and take and hold. All allies increase ballistic skill and weapon skill. There we go. And then snap her over to Exemplar. Right. 12 wounds. She's got 119 stats. What's Unbreakable will do? Bonus to all tests. Okay, so she can't go psychic because she kind of is already. +5 ballistic skill until the outcome. When you hit something other than your main target with a single shot, so you have to miss and then hit something else. Intelligence is +30, so +3 bonus. BS over 2, not brilliant. Because of course she's wearing the blinding hood to boost her navigation. Right. Let's give her Perfection Under Fire, which boosts pretty much everything. And then it's officer time. So, where did... Oh, we could just go for more navigator abilities. Enemies affected by the navigator abilities suffer -10 power until they have to test again. Where did... Doctor bring down against +1 AP. If they finish the action using this with 0 AP, they will suffer 8 direct damage. So, yes, you gain the extra AP, but if you use it, bad things happen. Encouragement. Oh, don't be vigilant. That's a game weapon skill. Also, travel, gain perception, which I think boosts her navigator abilities. Blinking stare. Enemies damaged by the navigator suffer an additional stacks and count dodge attacks of opportunity. Fail. Ooh. Armor reduction. So if I yank everybody in with a movement ability, then open up, they'll have much lower armor against the incoming fire. So we'll roll with that. Law Xenos. Okay, Law Warp again. And the course untraveled, just keep the variety going. Alright, that's everyone up to speed. Hey, a third tier doctrine. Woohoo! Right, let's have a closer look at what's going on here. They died recently, and awareness 95%.
I did it.
Crumpled up letter, eh? What letter? One of the rogue trader. So what does the letter say? Inventory. Items. Quest items. Homunculus's notes. Journal of observations. Notes from cache. All irrelevant. Unknown officer's diary. What's that doing in... Oh, never mind. Decayed scroll. Right. Can we talk to the warden again? You can find Governor in the throne room, and the other wardens are just talking. Okay, so where's this letter? Right, let's have... Oh, well, it doesn't seem to be relevant, so to the throne room then. Let's sort this mess out. Glory to me indeed. Glory to me. To the throne room.
I serve the golden throne.
What is going on here? Chancellor with Clemente of Assarin, and now you don't. Drive Stem's orders, eh? Really? Well, I'm standing right behind you, and as far as I'm concerned, the poor warden is just doing his best job. Absolutely. Well spotted, warden. Sycophants, the lot of them. Right. I'm sure, Urbend, I'm sure. Please, you must hear them out. Indeed. Do you really think my... Yeah, of course Abelard's furious about this. Better make this good. Right. Why are there dead bodies at the entrance to my palace? Right before you go, there's fortunately the malefactor with the I see. Right, what are the charges? Disruption of logistical lines, bribery of the administratum, document forgery, organisation. The deemed member. Oh, the arbitrators are rolling up. Terrific. What happened on Dargonus in my absence? Dargonus was shot by a series of terrible events, sabotage of logistics, then mass unrest spread across the planet. The minor nobles. Conrad of Waitveer have I see. When the investigation was evidence to the Viserians. Right. Clementia, your account, please. They deny all charges. They haven't even been trying. We failed to notice the web of intrigue. I see. Drivestem, you aren't accusing one of Dargonus' leading houses of treason without airtight evidence, are you? Of course, evidence. The investigation established use their contacts to forge a host of documents. Cornelius, eh? It just happens to be your son. Sickly shadows of fit. In other words, he's being intimidated. Whether by me, by the heavily armed group of supporters I have, or the simple fact there's a tech priest standing there with a melter gun bigger than his head, is open to question. Do you support the gunner's accusations? No. Right. They're all getting a little bit shaky here. On behalf of House Sabak, I support his accusations. They think his house to be sound. I cannot refute it. No one from my family has ever tried to forge documents from the Adeptus Administratum. Right, the case appears to be flimsy. I'm learning more before I make my final decision. As you wish, speak to me when you're ready to announce your verdict. Okay. Speak to everyone present. Right! It's interrogation time! I have an interrogator of the Inquisition on tap, so why aren't I talking to them?
We have no time to lose.
Right, let's start with the Gapraks. Okay. Large ornate orchometics. The homicide greet you. Grant me understanding. Wonderful. That verdict is for the road trade route. I see. I found this note on the bodies of one of the attackers. What are your thoughts on it? Officially high-functioning servers employed by the House and House alone. I see. That's a bit convenient, isn't it? Which I would not take such a responsibility of myself. You're vacillating here, Gaprak. Right. All of them are high-functioning servitors, isn't that so? We came here by ourselves without servitors. We know nothing about it. None of them were accounted. Which nobles might have a reason? Could be anyone. Right, so I shall take my leave. So they didn't know about the servitors. Somebody else slipped those in.
Let's proceed.
Tech priests. Occasional humming. Oh, and the occasional movement. Right, let's try the Sabaks. Macarius. Hector Sabak, I see. They've got nothing of interest to say. Well, let's try Hector. Right. Well, apart from the stones can have a motive to conspire. House Drystem wanting to expand their clout. House Gaprak who lost their influence. House Sabak whose patriarch is too direct. Any of them, yes. Whose sincerity do you doubt? Do you believe that the servants are guilty? Certainly. Governor Drystem possesses proof of their guilt. They have no means by which to refute it. How much longer could the house have lasted? I do not remember Von Valancius seeking your advice. Pay attention, Macarius. Yes, they were rare, high-functioning servitors. Seems I was wrong. So he thinks Toriana was involved, but he's assuming based on the fact they are high-function servitors. I need a better look at those servitors. Because I wonder if this is the drive stems. Alright, we have the Viserion servants. Ah, drive stem. Right, where's... let's see what we've got. Okay. Thank you in this case for your attention. I see. Tell me more about your son, Drivestem. Thank you for your interest, but I'm not worthy. You are... Congratulations. You may not be worthy of it, but you have got it all the same. The first time he had the honour of it. Ah, yes, honour. Also, he is your linchpin for evidence, isn't he? Okay. Heinrichs is not buying that, so... Interesting. So, Urban just lied to me. Tell me more about your job, Cornelius. What do you do? I manage the development to the economy of Dargonus. How did you manage to find the forged office in the bureaucratic hell that is the administratum? I see. When compiling reports on last cycle's supply chain, I noticed inaccuracies and scripts in the figures. I managed to find several other documents. Comprehensive data analysis showing that the scripts were caused by intentional tampering with the data. They managed to single out the administrator and clerks responding following a heated investigation. They confessed that they were following on some from House Viserion. Everything was supposed to look as though they were suffering losses. But how does House Viserion have access to the administratum? I think the right amount of money can open your Cornelius. Why are you getting nervous about this? I see. You are speaking to a rogue trader and my patience is running out. Or perhaps you'd be more comfortable speaking to an interrogator of the Inquisition. Call in Heinrichs. At this point, however, I am simply going to take the skill test. You're speaking to a rogue trader. My patience is running out. I can't do it anymore. His mistake. Ah! Right, he screwed up. I discovered my mistake. It was almost impossible to restore the supply lines. All I had to do was... Oh dear, they did not give me the name. I know. Conrad, yes. They promised to arrange it all, and you called my family in honor. Okay. Right, who is this friend that approached you? How did the two of you communicate? By letter. He already knew about the erroneous calculations. They offered to help me out name the Viserions. All I had to do was gather together some documents and reports of that and keep my mouth shut. Okay, Conrad was manipulating things, wasn't he? Abelard, your son found the courage to admit to mistake. I'll try to find some compassion for him in the shriveled walnut that is my heart. I see. Right. And I think the rest of this has just been proven, hasn't it? Well, I think the Viserions is logical. Try to find. Okay. But we now know that these are garbage. So, summon everyone. I am ready to pronounce my verdict. Right then. The governor charges were fabricated. House of Viserion had nothing to do with the orchestration of the riots, and yet this matter is far from concluded. House drives them guilty. I shall not forgive your negligence and the false accusations you cast against House of Viserion. Right. Ooh, Abelard. By order of the rogue trader, the entire house will be... Wait, what? Okay, I wasn't expecting to shoot the drive stems. I was going to say, right, we need to go find Conrad. Oh well, that's that dealt with. Okay, also they appear to have brought out a lot of weapons. Oh well, they're all dead. Oh, we only killed 2 of them, apparently. Oh, never mind, we've got a few others. Crunch. Well, that was slightly unexpected. Got the feeling I might have missed something there. Yoink. Right, Lord Captain. You have my thanks. The rogue trader should not waste time. My thanks to the dynasty. Rejoin us, Sarmak. Evidently come... Indeed, I fear we have not heard the last of such scoundrels. House for selling is safe, that came close to being wiped out. You and your family must be prepared. I want to be able to take care of themselves. Yep. I see. So we'll have that conversation when we're back on board the ship then. So, back to the bridge. Having exterminated the entirety of House Drivestem. Oh well, that's how we do things in the Imperium, apparently. The annoying thing is that I don't think we got everything we could have done out of Cornelius. Oh well, what's done is done. Right, back to the ship. Come on. Ah, there we go. Right. Time to have a chat with Abelard and wrap up on this, I think. The bridge, the bridge, the bridge. There we go. Also have a chat with the factotum and see if we can't get some sales done. Get some rep in. Right, Abelard, how are we?
Lord Captain, allow me to express my gratitude once again for your assistance. If it weren't for your intervention, my entire family could have been executed on false charges. I could have lost them all. I never imagined the Versarians would be so vulnerable while I serve as seneschal to the Lord Captain himself, far from home. To tell you the truth, Lord Captain, this whole situation has got me thinking. As patriarch of the Versarian family, I have a responsibility to my bloodline. Yes, it is my duty to serve as seneschal to the rogue trader, and I have no intention of relinquishing that role if you find my service as satisfactory as did Lady Theodora.
You're an excellent meat shield.
However, if I could be more involved in my family's affairs and still serve the von Valancius dynasty.
What do you want, Abelard?
Under Lady Theodora, I served as steward of the Trade Protectorate on more than one occasion. In that capacity, I was based on Dargonus, rather than traveling with the rogue trader on the flagship. If it would be possible, after the immediate need for my presence is over, I would like to return to that position.
Okay.
To oversee the Trade Protectorate on the capital world, while at the same time presiding over the Versarian family, and using my authority to help elevate it.
Okay, that works for me.
Thank you, Lord Captain. Under my watch, the Trade Protectorate will remain safe and prosper in service to you.
I'm sure I can always hire a mercenary to act as my meat shield instead.
Well then, Lord Captain, it is time I return to my duties.
Find the cop.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
Yeah, I missed an option there.
Lord Captain,